Have you ever felt like life was just too much? Like no matter how hard you tried, you couldn't catch a break? That was me a few years ago. I was drowning in self-doubt, broke, and completely lost. But today, I'm living a life I never thought possible. And it all started with a little help from my furry friend, Luna. This is my story of struggle, resilience, and success. Stick around, because if I can turn things around, so can you. I grew up in a small town full of big dreams, but not a lot of opportunities. My parents worked hard, but money was always tight. I told myself I'd make something of myself, but life had other plans. After high school, I moved to the city, chasing a job that didn't pan out. I ended up working odd jobs, serving, dog walking, anything to pay the bills. But it wasn't enough. Rent was overdue, my bank account was empty, and I felt like a failure. That's when I found Luna. She was this tiny, scruffy kitten abandoned in a cardboard box near my apartment. I could barely feed myself, but I couldn't leave her there. Taking her in was the first time in months I felt a spark of purpose. Little did I know, she'd become my rock through the toughest years of my life. Things got worse before they got better. I was juggling 2 jobs, sleeping maybe 4 hours a night, and battling this constant voice in my head telling me I'd never amount to anything. I'd come home exhausted, and Luna would curl up next to me, purring like she knew I needed her. She was my only comfort in a world that felt cold and unforgiving. One day, it all came crashing down. I got laid off from one of my jobs. My landlord gave me an eviction notice. I remember sitting on the floor of my tiny apartment crying, with Luna nudging my hand like she was trying to cheer me up. I thought, this is it. I've hit rock bottom. I didn't know how I'd keep going, or if I even wanted to. But something shifted that night. As Luna purred beside me, I realized I couldn't give up. Not for me and not for her. She depended on me, and that responsibility gave me a reason to fight. I decided I'd do whatever it took to turn my life around. I started small, really small. I sold some old clothes online to pay for a cheap laptop. Then I taught myself basic skills, like graphic design and writing, using free tutorials on YouTube. It wasn't glamorous, but it was a start. I took on tiny freelance gigs, $5 here, $10 there. Every penny went to food, rent, and keeping Luna healthy. I'd work until 3 a.m., fueled by coffee and determination. There were days I wanted to quit, days I doubted myself, but Luna was always there, a quiet reminder that I wasn't alone. Slowly, I started building a portfolio. I got better clients, higher pay, and a glimmer of hope. After months of grinding, something incredible happened. A client recommended me to a bigger company, and they offered me a full-time remote job as a graphic designer. It wasn't a fortune, but it was steady income, something I'd never had before. For the first time, I could pay my bills on time. I moved out of that rundown apartment into a small but cozy place where Luna could chase her toys without tripping over boxes. I kept freelancing on the side, saving every extra dollar. I took online courses to improve my skills, and soon I was earning more than I ever thought possible. I paid off my debts, started a savings account, and even treated Luna to a fancy cat tree. But the real success wasn't the money, it was the confidence I'd gained. I'd gone from feeling worthless to believing in myself. And Luna? She was with me every step of the way, my little co-pilot in this crazy journey. Looking back, I realized my struggles taught me 3 big lessons. First, resilience is everything. Keep going, even when it's hard. Second, small steps add up to big wins. And third, you're never truly alone. For me, Luna was my lifeline, but for you, it could be a friend, a pet, or even a passion that keeps you grounded. Today, I run my own freelance design business, and I'm happier than I've ever been. I still have tough days, but I know I can handle them. If you're struggling right now, I want you to know there's hope. You've got this. And maybe a furry friend like Luna can help you along the way. Thanks for watching my story. If it inspired you, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments. What's your struggle, and how are you overcoming it? I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next one.